Okay, I haven't done a zine review in a while, so I'm going to review some and try to get through them quickly. Just so you know, I also put all these on YouTube now. If you search for I Know Billy on YouTube, you will find all these. First one, How to Be a Proper Host. This is a little itty-bitty zine. It's about bot flies. It's very cute, it's very funny, it's very awesome. It's from the Small Science Collective. It's a little tiny zine all about the bot fly and how it's the parasite and you're the host. I also have a zine about pigeons. I think also by Small Science, but there's no contact info in here, so I'm not entirely sure. But it's all about pigeons. It's awesome. I'll put a link. Check it out. Blah blah blah. Deer don't have wings, and also a split. I guess pigs do have legs. By Audrey and by Shannon. This half of it, sort of collage, and well, starts out with wasted pages, but then collagey stuff, sort of artsy stuff, pictures. It was okay. For me, it wasn't that entertaining, but it was kind of cool. This half of it, much funnier for me. Awkward bike sex. A bunch of bikes chained up to a pole together. Lots of little drawings on this half. Lots of little stories, little cartoons. Sort of ridiculous. Sort of seems like they just made it up on the spot. Funny. The middle pages. All different ways to pee. I thought that was funny. Turn that light off. So, kind of cool. I kind of dig it. Everything is a sinking ship. No pictures, straight text, straight storytelling. You know that feeling when you stay up really late and maybe you've had like a couple beers or something and then you start being like, I don't know, very poignant or very like deep thoughts sort of thing. It feels a little bit like that, like when it's really late at night and you're so tired that you're not tired anymore and you can't sleep. It sort of feels like that. Stories about drinking, hanging out with friends, feeling sort of melancholy, smoking. I like the way it was worded. I like the way it was written. Let me tell you how awesome this zine is. I was in Chicago Comics. My life as a smut peddler. I read those words, and then I looked at this picture, and I thought, I know that guy. This is a story by Charles Connell, and the art is by Jim Kadonikis. I don't know Jim, but Charlie worked at a porn store, and I worked there with him for 2 years. We sat side by side and sold and rented out all kinds of videotapes to all kinds of people. And let me tell you, 2 years in a porn store will give you a lot of stories. And this is a comic book version of some of those stories of irate customers and gross perverts and being completely bored at a shitty job. And they also mention, well, lots of things. It's, for me personally, like, I know the people that are in this, even though I haven't talked to Charlie since I worked there, which was like 10 years ago. This zine was awesome for me, and I think pretty funny, a pretty funny little comic book, even if you don't know the people in it. Finally, Big Hands 8. I read this a while ago. I read this maybe 2 months ago. I took a week and read it. I love Big Hands. I love Aaron. I had a whole bunch of really like well thought out things to say about this, and now that was 2 months ago, so I don't remember all my well thought out things. The first part of this, almost the first half, and it's a thick zine, is almost the entire first half is about the internet and how the internet sucks. The second half is about going to parties and hanging out with people and some certain people in specific. I think takes place mostly in New York and Manhattan. I'm not real big on the internet. I'm not real big on computers and technology. And I definitely have my complaints about it. I don't think you need 30 pages to talk about it. He made the point kind of in the first chapter, and then he goes on for about 5 more chapters. I love Big Hands. I love Aaron. I think he's a great writer. I think this is one of his not so great zines. a bad issue of Big Hands is still better than almost any issue of anything. But if someone said, hey, what's up with Big Hands? I would probably recommend other issues before I recommended this one. But if you like to read, it's a lot of pages, and it was like $4. The second half, where it's not all about the internet, is more interesting. I really like the way he words things. It's sort of strange. He sort of talks about, in all of his zines, a lot of times he'll talk about cynical things or bad things or how the world sucks type things, but somehow he puts like a positive spin on it usually, which is exactly how I try to write, because I think the world sucks, but I also think we can get through it. So I try to like put positive spins. This didn't feel like it had a positive spin. It just felt like life sucks, the internet sucks, and yeah, that's all. Not a bad zine, but not his best. That's it. Peace out, Girl Scouts.